Make Me Cry. Hey there, this is Chad Garber, and in this video I'm going to show you how to play the guitar solo for the song Yellow Ledbetter by Pearl Jam. Alright, so if you like this video, give me a like, and also feel free to subscribe to my YouTube channel to see more of these. Alright, so it's in a C-sharp pentatonic scale. That's for if you want to know that, okay? So the first thing you do is you take your pointer finger, or I take my pointer finger, I put it on the 9th fret of the D string, pick down, I hammer on with my ring finger onto the 11th fret of the D string, then I pick down with my pointer finger on the 9th fret of the G string, and then do a little vibrato. Alright, then you're going to start from that same note, pick down again. You're going to pick down, and then you're going to pick up. What I do is I pick up with my pinky on the 12th fret of the B string. And then I use my ring finger to bend the 11th fret of the G string, so the 12th fret of the B. And then you go, so 3 bends. Then he pulls off on the 3rd one. He goes, he comes down to the regular note, the 11th fret of the G. Pull off to the 9th fret of the G with your pointer finger. And you end up back at the 11th fret of the G. So it's. Alright, and then it goes, and this is a really cool lick, which I love, is and all that is you're going to start from the 9th fret of the G string, pick down, and then pick down with your ring finger on the 11th fret of the D string, and pick down again with your pointer finger on the 9th fret of the D string. Then you're going to take your pointer finger and you're going to pick down again, but this time you're going to go. And so basically what you're doing there, you're basically going, that's the pentatonic scale is. But instead of going, you're going, you're kind of bending it. Alright? Then I slide my pointer finger down 2 frets to the 7th fret of the A. So when you hit that, you're going to go down to the 7th fret of the A. Then you're going to go back to that 11th or 9th fret of the A again. And then you're going to do that same bend. Then you're just going to go, you're going to pull off to the 7th fret of the A. And your ring finger is going to pick down on the 9th fret of the E. Then your pointer finger is going to hit the 7th fret of the D string, pick down, and then your ring finger is going to hit the 9th fret of the A string. You're going to end up at your pointer finger back on the 7th fret of the A string. Then you're going to go pick down on the 7th fret of the A, and then pick down on the ring finger on the 9th fret of the E. Do that twice. Then you're going to go back to that bendy string we keep on bending on. You're going to bend it, and end up, and then these waits a couple, one beat, and then it goes, and he bends it to where it's supposed to be sounding like the 11th fret of the A. Okay, so that whole thing is. first. You don't want to hit that note underneath it. Okay? It's a little tricky, but I think the key to remember is when you do this bend, this part's easy. When you do this bend, it just goes back to the 9th or the 7th fret of the A once. It doesn't go. It just goes. So it goes one note between the. That's the key. Then it does the. It's almost like a false start. It's hard to get that note right, honestly. He doesn't seem like he gets it exactly right either, but it's close. You don't want to bend it too high, too low. It's a hard note. It's a hard note to bend. All right, so then you bend. You take your. I take my ring finger, go to the 12th fret of the B, and bend that up, and then bend it up, and then come back down to the 12th fret of the B string. Then take your pointer finger. I pick up on the 9th fret of the high E. Use my pinky to pick down on the 12th fret of the B, and then you can just even pull off. You pull off from the 12th fret of the B to the 9th fret of the B. And then you just bend, basic bend of the blues pentatonic scale there. And he has a tremolo bar. I don't have one. And so he's doing some tremolo stuff there. All I'm doing is just bend it 3 times or so. You don't have to bend it 3 times. Just kind of imitate what he does. He goes, he does something there, woo, 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 and so we can't do that, so we just go. So the important part is you bend it, and a lot of times he goes, instead of, which is interesting, which is kind of cool actually. So he does a hammer-on pull-off, and instead of going that like it's normal, he ends up right back there. So, okay, so it's. And then he goes, and all that is to take your ring finger, put it on the 11th fret of the G, pull off to the 9th fret of the G with your pointer finger there. Yeah, then he does, that's the basic lick that I was talking about a second ago. And then pick down on the 11th fret of the D. And then, what I do is I take my middle finger, slide it up to the 13th fret of the G, pick down, and then pick up with my pointer finger on the 12th fret of the B. So you go back down, pick that back down to the 13th fret of the G, and then back to the, and then pick up again on the 12th fret of the B, then hammer on to the 14th fret of the B. Then he goes, and that's just, you got your middle finger on the 14th fret of the B, and you're going, pull it off to the 12th fret of the B 3 times. And then you take your ring finger, or I take my ring finger and I bend it on the 14th fret of the E there. And bend it, and then back, bend it over the, bend it, and then end up on the 14th fret of the B, E again. And then I pick up on the 12th fret of the E there. I pick down on the 14th fret of the B. Then I hammer on. So I pick back up on the 12th fret of the E. I hammer on the 14th fret of the E. And end up pulling off on the 12th fret of the high E. So it's. Actually, I picked down on that last note. That one's a lot easier to play than it is to explain it. Well, not really. Okay, so then we go to the next part. And all that is he bends, same, the basic bend of a pentatonic scale. You bend on the 11th fret of the G. Then pick down on that. Then pick down. What I do is I put my pointer finger over and on the frets of the 9th frets of the G, B, and E string. And I pick down still. And then I pick down on the 9th fret of the B. And then I pick up on the 9th fret of the E. And then I pick down back to the 9th fret of the B. And you bend to get there. And then I take my ring finger and I bend on the 12th fret of the B. You do a vibrato there if you want to. Okay? Then you just go, I pick up with my pointer finger on the 12th fret of the 9th fret of the E. And then I pick down with my pinky on the 12th fret of the B. And then I hammer, and then I pull off to the 9th fret of the B. And then I pick down on the 11th fret of the G. And then right there I go. Yeah, so when you get to this part, you're gonna go. To me, it's easier to break this part down, the bend. So you start hitting I'm just gonna break this one part down, and then I'm gonna tie it in. You're gonna pick the 11th fret of the G down when it's not bent. Then you're gonna bend it. Then you're gonna end up back on the 11th fret of the same note of the 11th of the note that is on the 11th fret of the G. You're going to pull off to the 9th fret of the G. And then you're going to pick down again on the 11th fret of the G. And you're going to pull off again to the 9th fret of the G. And again, I don't have the tremolo, the whammy bar, because he does some whammy bars, so I'm just kind of picking what he was doing to make it sound right. And then I hit this note. I don't know if he's hitting this note twice. I think he's doing the tremolo, but it sounds like on that. So I put my ring finger on the 11th fret of the D, hit that twice. And I end up back at the 9th fret of the G. But that whole thing is, and I would work on getting that part right. Because you're going to come right into it from the other phrase. Okay. Now again, he's doing a tremolo bar, I understand that, and he's doing a little bit something different there. But I don't have a tremolo bar, and so I'm just kind of doing it that way. Alright. And then it gets easy again. Then he just goes. Then he just goes, puts his ring finger on the, or I put my ring finger on the 11th fret of the D. That's it. That's what the whole lick is. The next lick. And again, it's really important just to break down the little parts into understandable sections. So that's the next section. All that is you're you're pulling off, you get your ring finger on the 11th fret of the G, you're pulling off to the 9th fret of the G, you're picking down on the 11th fret of the D, you're picking up back on the 9th fret of the G, then you're hammering on again on the 11th fret of the G, and then you're pulling off again to the 9th fret of the G. And then he does a bend. He does a really long. He does a bend that's over the basic one. It's a really. So you're bending to this. You're bending to the 14th fret of the G. And then once you get done with the bend, you don't come down with it. You just go. And right from the bend, you pick down on the 9th fret of the G again. So then right off the bend, you're going to pick down on the 9th fret of the G again. You're going to pick down on the 11th fret of the D with your ring finger. And then you're going to pick again on the 9th fret of the G. Then you're going to hammer on to the 11th fret of the G, then back to the 9th fret of the G. And it's a lot of repetition, but you got to listen to the phrasing. That's the key. And you got to master each one of the phrasings so you can kind of tie it all together. So to tie this back together, and it's important not to bend that string too much like I'm doing. So when you go, all you do is you go that first part that I taught you, and then you do the next phrase. So you remember that phrase is. So you just tie those two phrases together. I forgot to mention that. Okay. And then all you do, you slide. What I do is I slide my middle finger back to the 13th fret of the G. So then I pick down on that, and then I pick up on the 12th fret of the B, and then I pick down again on the 13th fret of the G, and then I end up with my ring finger on the 14th fret of the B, and then you do a hammer-on pull-off 3 times. 1, 2, I don't remember, maybe it's 4 times, I don't remember, whatever it sounds like. Alright, so that whole part is. Alright, and that's the song. So let me go again a little slower than normal. Alright, so that's the video. If you like this video, again, give me a like, and also if you want to see more of these kind of videos, please feel free to subscribe to my YouTube channel. And so thank you so much for watching, and have a great day jamming out with Pearl Jam.